Welcome to the Sportscast, December 22nd, 2023. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Apple Podcast. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also on online radio. You can listen to us there. Visit our website, thesportscast.net, or you can look us up on X or Instagram at the Sportscast One, and check out our app, the Sportscast. Big developments on FSU. Let's week 15 was great, but we're gonna preview week 16. It's a Christmas weekend for the NFL. Couple games on Christmas actually. They've been competing against the NBA for about 2 to 3 years. Been working out. They've been getting higher ratings actually than the NBA. Anyways, join us from the Bay Area, Ray Sherrod. Welcome back to the Sportscast. 60% success rate on the predictions.
Hey, had an awesome Saturday. I shouted it out on my Twitter page. I was really excited watching the games and stuff, but then Sunday I got some right. You can't get everything right, but yeah,
Who
it was
gets
fun watching the
100%
game. Yeah,
on their
come on.
exams, right? No one does.
Exactly. No one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You gotta take in the weather. You got to take in the injuries and just people just not showing up. Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles not showing up on Saturday. Great games, a lot of high scoring ones. You got them all right.
Yeah.
Your boy Joe Flacco's played too, right?
He sure did. I was getting ready to say, man, I really thought Cleveland was going to win that. And then he threw a beautiful touchdown pass to Cooper. And then the kick, won the game. I mean, every little time counts. And so you never give up in a game. And yeah, I'm happy for Cleveland, and actually, I don't think they're going to win this week 16, but we'll talk about that.
A little preview. Let's go. Last night, the Rams, who I am calling as a dark horse, they beat the New Orleans Saints 30-22. Matt Stafford, who says he's going to retire every year, hasn't. He shouldn't. He passed for 328 yards, Ray, and 2 touchdowns. Rookie Puka Nacua had 9 catches for 164 yards and a score. Pikachu.
Yeah, awesome. I actually watched that game, and Puka, man, I mean, he's a rookie stud. He should definitely, I don't know if he's going to get offense rookie of the year, but he should definitely be talked about. But and then on the other side, I mean, Carr, I mean, look, Carr, he is what he is, folks. He did throw 319 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns, interception, but he's always playing catch up, man. Like you didn't see him in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter he tried to come back, but it was just too late. And he didn't have a running game, not at all. They've only did about 35 yards total in running. Alvin Kamara did not show up.
Alvin Kamara has not shown up most of the season. But as Ray said, Derek Carr had 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That does not help. Kamara, 19 yards rushing. You're right. No rushing there. Chris Ave from receiving had 123 yards. But the Saints are still alive for a playoff run because that division is pretty weak.
Yes, I agree, but I definitely don't have the Saints moving on, man. Sorry,
You
I
got
don't
the
think
Bucks
it's going
going
to
on,
come
right?
much. Yes, yeah. I change. I'm gonna change. I keep changing, but Carr. I mean, if you've seen Carr play, and I've seen him play in the Bay Area, I just, I don't know, man. I think the Bucks. You know, they got
Baker's looking good, Ray.
they got a 3-game win streak. Um, so the Bucks are looking pretty good. White is dominating. So yeah.
And the Saints just come back from a 2-game winning streak, and they're dropped to 7-8. The Rams' 5th win in their last 6 games put them much closer to a postseason berth. They're clicking right now, Ray, the LA Rams. Do you see them as a potential, not, I can't say Super Bowl contender, but a threat in the NFC?
You know what? They've been there. So they won a Super Bowl. You can never, they got Cup, they got receivers, they got an awesome, let's not, they're running back. They've got players, they got an offense. So yeah, they're scary. I wouldn't want to face them. I wouldn't want to see them because they could turn it up. They could turn it up.
They could bring up some problems to your 40 the Niners.
Yeah, possible, possible,
Not really.
possible. We're man, look, we're a well put together machine right now. I mean, we
I
are
mean, Victor brought it
all
up last night, Ray. They're the best team in the NFL, he said.
and you know what? Shout out to Victor. I don't want to, be a homer and toot my own horn, but I mean, they look great. I mean, they look good. We can run, we can throw. Our defense looks good. Everything looks great. We just got no injuries. I mean, my heart when I see Purdy get knocked down, I'm my heart just like just drops. Or CMC, some of those runs, and I'm like, man, like, it's just no injuries, no injuries.
Now, there's one problem with the Niners. Who should be the MVP? Because Purdy says McCaffrey. McCaffrey says Brock Purdy. What will you say, Ray?
Whew. That's a tough one, but I would probably say Purdy, man. Brock Purdy. I mean, and you know why I say that? Look what he came back from last year. I mean, he was one arm. He didn't have an arm, and look what
Yeah.
he's
He had a
doing
major
this year.
surgery in the offseason, Ray.
Yeah, I mean his
Tommy gun
look.
surgery, I think it's called.
And then if you look at all the quarterback attribute, I mean, he's checked off first on most of them. He is good. He's really good. So I would give it to Purdy. And I mean, CMC should get running back. get get running back, but MVP should definitely be Purdy, man. The guy, he's just a great leader. Great sportsmanship. He don't throw his team under the bus. Jalen Hurts. Um, he's he- he's a team player. I think he's great, and
Now, the
I think he should
Niners
be MVP.
won by 16 points against Arizona. Does that score look deceiving?
Uh, no, they showed up. They were playing. They were doing their thing. But if you really looked at the game, they would turn it up, but it's almost like, okay, you do that, we're gonna do this and this. Okay, you're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do this and this and this and this. So they came with it, but we always added a little bit more to it. So, and that's how the game was, and we just brought it, and then we just said we take over, just like the old Warriors. When the Warriors look like everything looks like they're down, and then third quarter they just put it on you,
Which they're on
and
a 3-game winning streak, by the way,
they are
since
definitely
the
on.
suspension of Draymond.
Hey, I'm happy with the 3-game winning streak, and yeah, I think that's something to. I mean, hey, he's still a part of the team and everything, and yes, they're
He's a
playing
heart and
good, but
soul.
he's good, but you got to check your emotions, man. You cannot beat. This is not WWE wrestling, and you really cost your team when you do stuff like that. I'll say it and I'll say it again. You gotta check your emotions, because championships. That's how you lose a championship. That's how you lose. I mean, we're not even.
Being up
I
3-1.
mean, we're so down we're at the bottom right now. But later on, if we're in playoff, you can't do stuff like that.
Maybe a suspension like John Morant. I think that might be a good amount. Like he was out till now, I think a couple months. And he came back strong, looks healthy, looks very redemptive, very innocent, humble.
He needs classes. Anger. I'm seriously. He needs some classes to control, because that's anger. That's
Right.
anger. That's frustration. And you really maybe psyche. There's something with his psyche that okay, I gotta beat this person up. So get some help, man. Get some help.
And what does Master Yoda say about anger? Where does it stem from?
You talking about the Yoda from the Strikes Back?
Yeah, from Star
The
Wars.
Jedi? Yeah.
Anger
Well,
leads to the fear leads to anger. Something like that.
that's that's true. That is true.
Well,
Don't
there you
don't give
have
it
it.
to the
Your
force.
Warriors will be playing against Djokovic and the
Washington.
Denver Nuggets for Christmas. They'll be
Yeah.
playing Wizards. I know they're playing like
Tonight they're
before
playing
then,
the Wizards tonight. Yeah.
but they are on prime time in Christmas. But there might be some NFL games that might overshadow them. I don't know. Depends who's playing. Uh, but you talked about the Eagles a lot. Is it something you want to kind of say? Hey guys, you're not the best. We're the best.
Yeah. Everybody put them on the pedestal at the beginning of the year. When we had our 3-game losing streak, everybody was talking about Eagles, Eagles, Eagles.
Best team in the world.
Best team. Yeah. Fly, Eagles. Now it's more like cry, Eagles, cry. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna take that. They still got a talent team, but they need to really, the playoffs are coming. They really need to get their stuff together, and yeah, they need to get their stuff together.
We'll see. They don't have to because that'd be good for the Niners in the playoffs. But I'll be more worried about the Rams and the Eagles. I'm being dead honest with you.
Yeah, no, yeah, the Rams are good. I agree. I was getting. I'm like, wow, wow, and it's, they're a championship team. They're a championship team, and they got younger guys, younger receivers now. They got even more weapons. So yeah, they're dangerous. I
Youth
agree.
and
I agree.
speed. Youth and speed. Anyways,
We
we're
got
coming
good
out to
help.
the best part of the show. Ray, are you ready to preview
Yes.
Week 16 NFL
Yeah.
Christmas 2023?
Yes.
Let's go. All right, first game Saturday, 4:30 p.m. on NBC. Watch it on your antenna television. The Steelers and Bengals have trended in opposite directions. Steelers are doing pretty bad. Maybe the first season they'll have a losing record, losing percentage. Steelers won the first meeting about a few weeks ago, with the Bengals going 3-0 since, and the Steelers are an 0-3. Ray, who's going to take this divisional game?
Isn't Mason starting?
He is, actually.
Yeah.
Count's favorite.
Yeah. No, thank you, Bengals.
Bengals are... Jake Browning, he is a starter. He's feeling good. Let's go to Los Angeles, who just recently got rid of Brandon Staley, which Ray voted on that, and general manager Tom Telesco. Bills are in a resurgence. Don't know if that's a temporary thing like the Niners. No, well, Niners are different. The Chargers have won 4 of their past 5 games against Buffalo. Incredible stat. That is getting back to 2011 and have dominated an all-time series of 25-13-2. This game will be something of a reunion for Chargers safety Dean Marlowe, who played for the Bills in 2018 and 2020. Bills at Chargers, what's going to happen there in Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium?
Cook is what's going to happen. If you saw what Cook did in that last game, this boy, I'm telling you, he's bringing it. You keep your eyes on Cook. Keep your eyes on Diggs. I got the Bills.
Bills win in Los Angeles. Half the stadium will be Bills fan. Don't you think?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it. While most eyes have been focused on how Detroit's quarterback Jared Goff will be fair against the Vikings blitz packages, the game could turn on how well the Lions do or don't run against the Vikings defense. The Lions entered the game with NFL's second most rushing yards, while the Minnesota's defense has limited opponents to the league's 5th fewest rushing yards. It's hard to imagine Detroit losing if Minnesota can't stop their rushing attack. Lions at Minnesota. Who you got, Ray?
Dude, what did Goff throw? Like 5 TDs last game? I'm going with the Lions. They're on fire right now.
They're on what?
They're on fire. Detroit. Go Detroit.
Both teams will start quarterbacks they had no intention of starting at the beginning of the season. Taylor Heineke, he's back, makes his third start this year for Atlanta in place of Desmond Ridder. And Gardner Minshew makes his start for number 11 for the Colts in place of Anthony Richardson. Heineke and Minshew have similar paths, go from team to team, come in and play well then when called upon as a backup for the starter. Heineke versus Gunther Minshew, Colts at Falcons. Who do you got?
I'm going with the mustache. Sorry, Heineke's going to be a little rusty. Sorry, ATL. I'm going with the Colts on this one.
Titans running back Derrick Henry, 16 carries for 9 yards last week, was his worst performance ever as a starter, Ray. Despite having a off year, Henry is still on pace for 1,073 yards this season. The Titans need to get Henry back on track. In order to win, he should get plenty of opportunities against a Seattle defense that is allowing 127.3 rushing yards per game. Seattle had a huge win against the Eagles. Seahawks at Titans. Who do you have, Ray?
Dude, after the whooping that the Hawks put on the Eagles, they are feeling themselves. I got the Seahawks over Tennessee Titans.
The Jets carousel quarterback continues. Trevor Siemian is starting, Ray, this weekend. Zach Wilson's out with a concussion. Siemian will be the Jets' fourth different starter this year, the first time since 1989. The Jets quarterbacks have a league low 9 touchdown passes, 10 fewer than Commanders. Sam Howell, who was replaced late in last week's loss to the Rams, he might not play this weekend. Commanders at New York Jets.
Going with the Commanders. I'm sorry. I just got no faith in the New York Jets, and the team plays like they don't have any faith in them themselves. So I'm going with the Commanders.
This is a must-win game for the Packers, Ray, who had seen their playoffs hopes dropped with consecutive losses. You'd think the Panthers would be a favorable matchup as they haven't scored an offensive touchdown the past 2 games and haven't scored an offensive first half touchdown in 7 games. But in a key way, it's not. Carolina has committed to the run the past 3 games and averaged 155.3 yards on the ground. Green Bay, ranked 30th in NFL against the run, has given up 158.5 yards rushing per game the past 6 games while allowing more than 200 yards. Packers at the Panthers. Is this an easy layup?
I'm going with the Packers. Carolina got lucky, man, their last game. Packers.
That's where your family's from.
I know. I'm sorry. Packers. Going with the Packers.
This matchup, Ray, features some of the best cornerback play in the NFL. The Browns cornerback trio of Martin Emerson Jr., Denzel Ward, and Greg Newsome II allow a passer rating of 66 or lower than targeted. All rankings in the top 12 in that category. Houston's cornerback duo, Steven Nelson and Derek Stingley Jr., are a similar tier. Expect some sledding for quarterbacks throwing to wide receivers. Cleveland Browns at the Houston Texans. Who do you have?
Go with the Texans, man. Go with the Texans.
I think C.J. Stroud should be back by this week.
Exactly. And that's why I'm going with the Texans. Going with the Houston. It's going to be a very close game for Houston.
The Bucs' 3-game winning streak propelled them to the top of the NFC South, while the Jaguars are on a 3-game losing streak and hoping to hold on to the AFC South, which is immersed in a 3-team tie. Unbelievable. Much rides on Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence's status in the concussion protocol. If he isn't cleared, it would mark the first missed game of his NFL career. Jaguars at Buccaneers. What do you have?
Man, I'm going to go with the Bucs. If you ain't got no Trevor and you ain't got no Kirk, sorry, going with the Bucs.
The Pirates sound the cannonball. The Bears the Bears return home to Soldier Field, who they could move to a different stadium, while they have won their past 3 games after a blown double-digit fourth quarter lead, their third of the season in Cleveland, all but wiped out their playoff hopes. Both teams are in position to start thinking about 2024 with 3 games remaining and questions as to whether their current starting quarterbacks, Justin Fields and Kyler Murray, will remain in those positions next season. They are both in play for a top 2 pick in a draft likely topped by quarterbacks Caleb Williams and Drake May. Cardinals at Chicago Bears. Who do you have, Ray?
I got Chicago. Chicago technically is not eliminated, and yeah, I'm going. That loss that they took, man, they really dropped the ball on that. I think they're going to put it on Arizona.
Which Arizona's beatable, as you experienced.
Yes, very.
The game of the weekend? Maybe. We'll see if Ray thinks so. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, who returned to practice Thursday after missing last week's game because of an ankle injury, needs to average 152.6 receiving yards over his next 3 games in order to become the first NFL player, Ray, in history to break the 2,000-yard barrier. That might prove difficult against the Cowboys defense, who has a good defense that has not allowed a 150-yard receiver since 2021 and has allowed the 4th fewest passing yards per game in the league this season. Dolphins, Cowboys at Miami. Who do you have?
Going with the Dolphins on this one, man. Waddle, Mostert, Hill. Woo! Yeah.
Can you do the Waddle dance?
No, I can't do the Waddle dance.
It's really easy. Yeah. You gotta just do like what like the Dolphins do. Anyways, but yes, I think it's the game of the week. Can Tyreek Hill break that record this season?
Yes, Tyreek is a freak of nature, folks.
There you have it. You're a freak of nature. Well, there you have it. Sunday Night Football. How committed are the Broncos to the run against a Patriots defense that's number 2 in the league against the run, is number 1, the fewest rushing yards allowed per play, and will spend plenty of resources trying to keep the ball out of the Broncos receiver Courtland Sutton's hands? Question mark. Nobody's advocating the veer, and the Broncos loss in Detroit showed that they need to possess the ball. Otherwise, a Broncos defense that has looked tired from all of heavy lifting it has done to get the team out of its 1-5 start could be exposed. It's time for the offense to pull the Broncos through, especially on the ground. Patriots at the Broncos on a cold, chilly night on Christmas Eve. Denver.
Going with Denver because Russell doesn't want Peyton to yell at him again.
What do you think happened there?
Coach, I mean, look, coach, sometimes players get frustrated with coaches. Well, guess what? Coaches get frustrated with players when they don't do the play right or they're not showing any effort. And that's the coach's job. You have to, sometimes you got to chew them out, especially if guys got these egos. And Peyton's, hey, step up, man.
Yeah, step up. So you got the Broncos winning in Denver. I think their playoffs are still alive. Do you think the Broncos will make the playoffs?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Well, there you have it. Week 16 in the books. Couple of good games. I think the Dolphins and Cowboys game is probably the best game. I know I could sound a little bit of a bias there. Ray, which game are you going to look closely this weekend?
You know what game I'm looking at.
They play Monday night, right? Hold on. When did the Niners play?
Christmas.
Oh, you're right. They put themselves. Oh my gosh. Christmas. Let's predict the. Okay, I missed the Christmas games. I deeply apologize. Let's go because Raiders play that day too. Raiders at Kansas City. Who do you have there?
Kansas City. And hopefully your boy Tony can start catching a ball.
Or this will happen, right?
Look, man, I'm sorry, dude, but I'm like, Tony, look, man, come on, dude, put some glue, put some gloves. I don't, dude. I mean, he's. Oh man.
You know, he talked a lot of crap about the Giants earlier this season, so karma's going back at him.
Yeah, this is what happens. It happens. I feel those receivers, man. I mean, I
It's the
don't know,
ref's
man.
fault.
Nope, nope.
They didn't call me offside.
You gotta man up, man. It's your team. It ain't the refs. It's your team.
All
It's
right.
your team.
Ray has Kansas City winning. Let's go a little bit later in the day on Christmas. I think Ray is probably preparing for Christmas dinner. I have no idea. Giants at the Eagles. Giants are still in it, actually. Eagles
Yes, they
need to
are.
have a bounce back game. This could be it. Giants have not beaten the Eagles in Philadelphia for the past 10 years. Who do you have? The Niners? I'm kidding.
Niners.
Niners are going to win that game. So the Giants are going to
Niners.
win that game.
Uh, uh. You know what? Let's see. Philly.
Nice thinking.
I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I'm thinking that long. Philly's gonna win that one. Philly's gonna
Philly
win that game.
should.
Philly's
You
gonna
know
win that
what?
game. I was gonna be a jerk and say, "Oh, the Giants," but no, Philly guys. Philly's gonna beat the Giants. We all know that.
You know that Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia
Yes,
Eagles.
yes,
Quite interesting
yes,
move.
yes.
All right.
You have to do something. You got when you are losing, and you got to make moves. You got to do something.
Ray's probably going to eat dinner at
Ravens.
this time.
We got
Ravens at San Francisco 49ers. Ravens have the best defense in the NFL. Probably the top two team in the AFC. Going to visit San Francisco. This would be a true test for San Francisco.
Yes, it is. Yes,
What's going to happen there?
We are going to hopefully shut down your boy Jackson.
Lamar.
We're gonna shut him down. We got to shut him down. That's what we're gonna do.
What's the score line? You think it'll be a blowout, or you think it's going to be like a one score touchdown win, or
One
field
score
goal win?
touchdown. Hey, they're gonna run. They're gonna do a lot of running. That's what the Ravens do. They're gonna do a lot of running. It's gonna be really, really tough because there's gonna be. We're gonna make it hard for him to pass the ball, so he's gonna have to use his feet. Lamar Jackson. So yeah, but you're gonna see a lot of CMC. You're gonna see a lot of Debo. Hopefully Kittles gets involved. I mean,
Package.
yeah, we got weapons. We got weapons.
What's preventing you guys is health. That's the only thing that can stop you.
Yes, health. That I'm seriously. If CMC goes down, Purdy goes down, even a Debo. I mean, Debo, he's been doing the thing. Like, I mean, but then he caught one touchdown. He was open. Like you can't leave Debo open. You can't leave a guy like that open. So
We'll see.
yeah.
With the Ravens' best defense, top defense. We'll see how they go up in Levi Stadium Christmas night. This is going to be a showdown. This is a big test. Might be a bigger game than the Philadelphia game.
Dude,
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully closer. No blowouts, please.
Bay Area is it's gonna be lit over there in Santa Clara, folks. It's gonna be lit in Santa Clara.
Best stadium in the West Coast. No, sorry, SoFi is.
It is. It is nice. I ain't gonna lie. That's a nice stadium.
Well, there you have it. Week 16 Christmas games all weekend. You got NBA. There's nothing. You cannot get bored. There's something to watch.
No. There's there. I know there's people's fantasy teams. Fantasy championships are on the line. Yeah. So I'm in.
How's your
fantasy
playoffs. Team doing?
One, I am on the bottom, and then two, I am in the playoffs, and I'm actually doing pretty good. Doing too good.
You see how life works? One league, you're like a loser, and the other league, you're like a champion. You feel like a champion.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I love the whole San Francisco gear. You got the Warriors. You got the 49er
hoodie. Bay Area, baby.
I mean, you got to celebrate as much as you can because Oakland is leaving. That's done. San Francisco's all you got.
Las Vegas, man, they want to take everything from us.
Las Vegas is the new Oakland.
I'm serious. But guess what? What's Carr doing for you? What's Carr gonna do for you? Nothing.
Well, anyways, week 16, a lot
Nothing.
going on.
Shipped them to New Orleans. Sorry.
Derek Carr is a true Raider. He should be in the he should be in the Raiders Ring of Honor in the future.
He should. He did. He did a lot for the Oakland City, and then he got Devontae Adams out here, and then he just can't win the games, and so they sent them to New Orleans. And what did they do? They took Jimmy.
We'll see, man.
Jimmy. They always take it from us.
It's funny. One of my friends met him in person. He's like, he's a really good guy, high character guy. So we'll see what happens with his career. Ray, what is the best way for people to reach you? Say, hey, Ray, where is the best place to get last minute Christmas shopping done?
Man, last Christmas shopping, Southland Mall. Go to Southland Mall out on Mission and not on Mission, out on Winton, out here in the Bay Area. Get your Christmas shopping and check out Aquaman at the movie theater. Also, guys, I am doing a charity stream tonight for St. Jude. We are trying to help wonderful kids fight cancer. I'm doing a stream 10 p.m. Pacific time. I got the link on Ray3473 on x.com, and that's what I'm doing tonight for 2 hours, streaming, playing some video games and trying to raise money for St. Jude. That's what I'm doing.
That's a great organization, and we'll retweet it on the Sportscast so people can tune into that stream. It's a very good time of the year to give to the people who are in need. So definitely support that. You can visit our website, thesportscast.net, or the Sportscast One, where you'll see the retweet, or also our IG, the Sportscast One, and we'll definitely be looking at sports. Ray's gonna watch NBA, NFL. Now we found out. And Ray, any last closing Christmas words before we head on to this beautiful Christmas weekend?
Merry Christmas to all your families, your pets. Everybody have a good time. Please be safe. Keep warm, and make sure you check out the Sportscast and all the wonderful content creators and talent on the Sportscast. They're amazing guys. Support. Thank you.
Very much. I hope you, Ray, and your family will have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You same
there
to you
as
too.
well. Watch Ray's stream tonight. Is it tonight, right? 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Pacific time, 1 a.m. if you're on the East Coast.
Hey, 1 a.m. is not too late for some of us over here. What's your Twitter again? Ray3434.
Ray3473.
It's the hottest Twitter handle on Twitter right now. They tell me. Okay. Yeah. Merry Christmas. And this was your update.